Senayan was expecting it. Whether Ongbamrungphan has the wherewithal to do that, you would...
Thai player in history to win this event. I mean, obviously it's day one, there's a long way to go. But Intanon took this back in, I think it was 2014 or 15. It'd be nice to see Ongbamrungphan do well here. That's a lovely shot, that whole...
How much self-belief she has.
And she's never won a game as well, not just 7 defeats, but she's never actually taken a single game off Anseong. So there is a huge pressure. Look, just a quick word on the fresh look here, by the way, at the Indonesia Open. Copying, so to speak, the all-ins of badminton, starting to individualise themselves.
Because she's such a good front runner, the Korean.
Yeah, she's actually, she's more likely to sort of start slower, Anseong. We've seen that so many times in matches where she's been behind at the break, either, you know, drop the first or even on the full lunge. If there was anybody that could have that longevity in her career in protecting their body, she's definitely one of those types of players.
Yeah, and the other thing, Al, it's one of those things that's really hard to kind of define, but she does.
It's an amazing ability, and it all comes from, well, there's court craft involved. Obviously, there's a lot of work going on mentally, but the fact that she's so fluid. That was a good length off the tight net shot from the Thai.
Lovely shot.
That is lovely.
Just about to...
No, she doesn't, and there has been 2 or 3. Oh, there's that backhand again from Anseong, just brilliant. There has... The risk is for the Thai. I mean, if she goes too early, if she tries too hard to win the point early, the counter-attack from the Korean is always going to do tons. Terrific game, but Anseong on her day would not have gone for the lines in the way she did in that quarter-final last week. And she made some pretty bad errors too.
Good play again here from the Thai. That's magnificent.
That's a lovely shot.
Point of view, you're the best player in the world, and it kind of just shows you even the best are fallible in sport.
I haven't heard much media from Anseong over the last sort of few days. That's a...
Still finds herself out in front. Oh,
well, that doesn't look good. Ooh. Here.
Chair umpire asked her if she was okay. She gave him the thumbs up, which was great to see. Beautiful shot, lovely weighted shot from the... It's a brilliant net shot from Anseyoung.
The perfect matchup for Anseyoung. Day was always beaten her in straight games. So if there is a kind of measure after the defeat last week in the quarterfinals to come...
She went out in the quarters. Means she's playing on the first day, which means she gets a day off tomorrow, and assuming she comes...
as well, and to have the opponent she's got here today, assuming she comes through this match, it couldn't have been a better start to the week.
Well, that's just a...
Great shot. One or two shots later, this time, Ongbamrungphan just dispatched that cross drive.
That's out the back. Oh, well, that would have been a...
That was an unusual return of serve. I think she was... looked a bit slow physically for a moment there, Anseyoung. Brilliant for Ongbamrungphan being so far behind to use the time wisely, to find out how she's going to beat the Korean, but it's... It's got to be the longest rally we've seen in the match so far. Oh, he's
just the wrong side.
It might be that she's an independent player from the federation. I don't think that's the case, but it might be. That is wild. She looked quite good there, so... And again, that is way Anseyoung makes so many sort of cheap mistakes. Both today and that quarter-final last week. And okay, last week's quarter-final, you're playing against Chen Yufei. While she's not currently at the top of the rankings, that might have hit the... You could see Anseyoung is still looking a little unsettled. Now's the time to focus and apply some pressure, but do it in a conservative way.
Now she's...
For that attack so early and missing wildly, that's not the Anseyoung we're used to seeing. This is a bit more like the Anseyoung. She's had chances there to hit hard or apply more pressure. She chooses not to, and that's typical of the Korean. She's happy normally. Oh! I thought Anseyoung looks like a slightly different player at the start of this second than she did in the way she finished the first. In defence. That makes her want to get through the matches quickly.
I was going to say, trying to finish the rally early, trying to finish the match early as well.
It's a pretty good lift from that position, but
could have gone either side with that. That's long, and it's going to be a 4-point.
It's a really good period for Thailand's women's singles at the moment. I don't think I can remember a time previously, certainly in the modern era. She's actually the fourth as well.
Yeah, I watched Ratchanok Intanon in Singapore last week, and she looked to be, let's say, back to her absolute best, but certainly played as well as I've seen her for some while.
Yeah, and back inside the top 10 as well now, Intanon. Chochawong at 7 and Katatong, junior champion a year young a couple of years ago, and hopefully for Thailand a star for the future. So it's a really great period for Thailand in terms of women's singles. Certainly worth talking about when we get to the Shiyu-Chi match in what might be 10 or 15 minutes time.
That's very nicely done.
Well, that is a big high clear from Ongbamrungphan. And the high lift. I think the tactics have changed slightly in defence for the Thai. She's trying something different.
Well, as you said, there's no cut.
Punch clear, the attacking one to get your opponent on the back foot, which we've seen a lot of today from Anseyoung. There's another one. Well, that was a pretty...
Pan a little bit here. Every time she's kind of looked like she's going to put a bit of pressure on Anseyoung, the career...
At your best, you still find a way to come through with the win, and it hasn't been Anseyoung's very best today.
Far away from getting across the line.
Well, I would say great defence from Anseyoung, but actually the attack from Busanan has been very, not predictable, but close to the body, but not at the body. That's a great rally. Oh!
Still going, and she's got it! I mean, I suppose from her point of view, had she had it been locked.
That's another good rally. Terrific net shots.
Well, she made it.